Hello and welcome to the marvellous show Black Sails. I'm your host Steve, and next week, oh god, and last week, oh shit, last week we watched episode 6 of season 2, and I am loving Black Sails at the minute. It's my favourite series at the moment, if you know what I mean. I'm really enjoying it. And we saw Rackham do his first kind of captaincy, and they tried to take out this little ship that they'd spotted. Unfortunately, another pirate crew had also spotted it, so they ended up having to share the goods on board, and Rackham got completely ripped off because this other captain knew that he'd outnumbered Rackham's crew, and he could tell that Rackham was very unexperienced as well. But Rackham chose captain against captain as the solution, and kind of cheated a little bit, sort of slashed his throat, and then he basically bled out, and then Rackham undid all the crew that he'd originally taken prisoner to go on his side, and then so as far as I know, he's been a success. But it kind of ended there. We also had the fight between Vane and Flint basically stopped pretty much where I thought it would. Eleanor stopped it by shooting the gun off, and now Vane wants the Spanish ship in exchange for Abigail, and there's no way that's going to happen. So I'm a little bit worried now. I reckon that Vane, now that Flint's crew are all kind of, or most of them are on land, I think that Vane's going to try and take that ship out. That's what I reckon might happen. Also, Eleanor now is going to try and take Abigail out herself, which made me really tense, because I reckon Vane's going to be stood behind the door when she opens it, or something stupid like that. I don't see her getting Abigail out at all. I really don't. It would be good if she did, because then that would really enrage Vane, and you would know that it was Eleanor that did it as well. So that could be quite interesting, I suppose. Bonnie's completely lost the plot, killed one of Flint's crew and the whore that he was with, who he gave the information to, and Max is defending her again. So I'm not sure where that's going to go. I guess Rackham will now come back ashore. So I guess he'll come back ashore now anyway, unless he carries on. I'm not sure. So that could be interesting. Bones regained consciousness fully and went and told the crew, but he actually defended Flint. And there's a very uncomfortable moment where Flint sort of runs up and gives him a hug, and you can just feel, what they're thinking, and it's very tense. And also that I think Bones had been given some deal by the crew that captured him, that they agreed that if he got Flint for them, that he would pardon him and 9 of the crew. So I think that they're going to try and trap Flint. I can see that coming, see that happening. So yeah, that was about it. A brilliant episode. Can't wait to get stuck into this one. I think I've been told there's 10 episodes in this season, so we've got a little way to go yet. But I am loving every minute of it. If you're a fan of Black Sails, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, all that malarkey. And yeah, let's just crack on. Episode 7, Season 2, Black Sails. See you in a bit.
There are no men like me.
I remember hoping I'd be so beautiful one day.
Having a conversation. Shouldn't they be like
with my
moving
mother
it?
from across the room.
Yeah, it's all very good. Can we go now? Why are they sat there chatting? Why are you still sat there?
By the time anyone realizes you are gone, you will be safely away from here and in the care of Captain Flint. I remember Lady Hamilton's face.
Oh my god! Later!
He says Captain Flint is the most wicked of the New World pirates, that he's evil. Captain Flint is a good man. Where do we go?
Last.
Captain Flint will betray anyone to get what he wants. Yesterday it was Mr. Gates, today it was me. Which one of you would like to be tomorrow?
Got a point. I bet Bones gets the deciding vote. I need a vote for Flint, I reckon.
Had been wrenched from us by men of the worst sort.
They're supposed to be watching over the gold until we arrive. What the fuck are they doing
Shit.
back? Because there's no longer any gold to watch over.
Oh no.
It's gone.
Oh my god. I knew that would happen. I knew that gold was never going to get found.
It is as if it never happened. Anything tying you to yesterday's events is gone.
Shouldn't we be focusing on getting her out the door right now before it's one of us next?
No one could care less about what those men were doing to me on the beach. She did.
We made our way down to the ridge and watched while they ferried it all into the holds. Watched that gold disappear from that beach piece by piece. And watched them weigh anchor and set sail.
Shit.
One way or the other, those men want to get paid. And soon.
There's no we. We stopped being a thing of any relevance about an hour ago.
Is that so?
I believe I've been clear about the nature of my investment here. The gold was the inducement.
I know what I'm doing. We're back to the same two choices we've known our entire lives. Toil for another man's benefit, or steal for our own. But because maybe, with a little help, this place could be the reason we never have to do either again.
I think it's clear what needs to happen next, Billy. Give 8 of them a real future, and we can actually deliver.
Do you think you could find 8 men that would see things the same way?
We do.
Then find them.
God.
When we hit the bluffs in an hour.
Bloody hell. We haven't seen Rackham yet. Something's going to kick off here now, I think. There you go. Do it. Oh, what's going to happen? I'm dreading this.
Someone's going to tell me the rules?
Are you kidding me?
Thought she was going to kill him then. So she's having a proper breakdown, isn't she? Kind of feel sorry for her, I really do. I know she's just murdered lots of people, but... Oh, here we go.
My father brought me here when I was a child.
Just expecting Vane to pop out any second. It's too easy, too easy.
Billy, someone's coming.
Oh.
What is this?
10 pardons. I would fight to the death to ensure not a single one of my brothers ever has to face what I faced.
If you ain't got the balls to stand up to Flint, maybe you...
Then be on your way.
Fair play, Billy.
Is there another way around? Not without going back through the courtyard.
Oh.
They're coming.
Why can't the other one help? Come on, Abigail.
Let me help.
We could have done that in the first place. Just go! Bane, innit? Bane.
Put down that key. Walk back through that gate. Return the girl, and I will sort this with the men. But lock that gate. And there is no walking back through it. And I assure you, you will hear from me again.
Kind of need to be moving a little bit though.
Proper spies. Perhaps off the island as well. For this I need a partner with knowledge of the sea, and I need a partner I can trust.
Oh crap.
Hello, Abigail. I'm Miranda Hamilton. Do you remember me?
Vane's going to be there. Like, it's not going to take him long to get there, is it? How can she relax? Probably in now. Oh, that's sweet.
There is something we really ought to discuss. Anyone want this?
Mr. Dufresne.
Really?
He saw the crew's overwhelming support for you. Felt his resentment towards you had become an impediment in his existing amongst them.
I don't mean to be blunt, but what the fuck are you doing?
Why am I supporting your captaincy?
Yes.
I remember as I was falling, reaching out and grasping your hand. And the last thing I remember before I went into the water was feeling it slip away. It's just as likely you let go and drop me into the sea. I likely never know for certain. It's possible you'll never even know for certain.
Mr. Gates turned his back on you. Don't think for a second I'll make the same mistake he did. I'm a friend of your family's.
You're Captain Flint.
My name is James. James McGraw.
Sounds weird when he says that.
Oh, England will have her island back, son. The day that happens, it'll be a bad day to be a pirate here.
Unless we had something to offer them that might change their thinking about us.
Oh, he's still going to go ahead with Flint,
enough to
isn't he?
make the British Navy forget that you and I are pirates.
Not what? Who?
I took her without his consent. You know that, don't you?
I had the thought.
Do you think there's any chance he'll survive this?
Don't think you will.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The Urca gold.
Did he lie about it?
Why are you telling me this?
Gold's still there, isn't it?
The Urca gold is on that beach, exactly
God.
where we left it. So, do you know of a crew who might be willing to aid in this endeavor?
Oh God, now what's going on? That's got to be something Vane's up to, isn't it? Taking him. Yeah, because they had that hug, that moment. I reckon he's going to die now. I really hate it when they do that. So that was Black Sails Season 2, Episode 7. God, the plot just keeps twisting in different ways, and it's brilliant, really good writing, brilliant writing. And they ended it annoyingly again with a just want to see who those people were. I'm assuming they're Vane. I could be completely wrong, but yeah. And I think that the moment that Eleanor had with her father towards the end, where he puts his arm around her and she puts her head on his shoulder, I think that's a sign that I think he's going to die in the next episode, because they kind of made up, and now. Yeah, he's going to die. It's probably what's going to happen. Anywho, so throughout the episode, Max was basically confronting Bonnie about, well, obviously what she'd done, and he's just totally protecting her. And now she wants her to be like partners with her in some kind of up and coming scheme that she's thought of. A weird moment where Bonnie took a guy upstairs, and he obviously thought she was a whore, and that was a very, very bizarre moment because she kind of had a mental breakdown. But then she was kind of rescued by one of the other girls. But yeah, that was a bit of an odd one. We had the scouts return, the ones that were supposed to watch the gold. They had returned to and passed the message on to Flint that the gold had gone. And I think in some ways Flint didn't seem that bothered, because now he's just concentrating on getting Abigail back to her father. So in a way, I mean, it annoyed everyone else, and he nearly lost the crew. But when the crew found that out, they kind of sided with Flint, because there was no reason to side with Hornigold anymore, because his only mission was to get that gold, and now the gold was gone, there was no point. So Hornigold decided to leave, because like he said himself, you can't, you have to watch his back all the time. And also Dufresne was one of the ones that's going to go with him, because he confided in Bones that he wanted to take this offer up to get pardons for 8 of the crew, and if they handed Flint over. But the whole thing was a kind of a set up from Bones, because he had no intention of doing that. So he kind of ousted him on his own. So he's gone now, and he's joined forces with Hornigold now. So whether then I guess they are going to try and take Flint. It's so much going on. It's just absolutely crazy. Eleanor rescued Abigail, very tense, trying to get out of that door. Was really making me anxious. Got out, and then literally she locks it. Vane appears, which I knew he would, and he gave her an ultimatum basically, and she decided that no, she was going to take Abigail. So now Vane's, I feel, Eleanor now is going to have to look around, checking her back all the time now, because Vane's going to be after her. I don't know why he didn't go straight there. I guess he said that all the men are going to turn against him, so perhaps he's had to try and deal with that problem first. I'm not sure, but I think that could be Vane right at the end there as well. I think the people that were in the shadows, I think that's going to be Vane. I could be wrong, but it would make sense if it was Vane, because he's probably going to kill her father now to sort of as a bit of payback. And then there was no Rackham either at all, just a bit annoying. Come on. I like my bit of Rackham, there's none of it at all, which I was a bit annoyed with. But I said he had a lot to fit in this episode. And then right at the very end, Silver confides in Max that what he was told by the scouts wasn't actually true, that actually a disease had killed, I don't know how long they've been there, but it's quite a quick disease. It had killed most of the people, the Spanish that were there on the beach, protecting the gold. There's only a handful left apparently, they could easily be taken out with just a few men. So now he's confided in Max, and he said to Max, do you know of a crew that would be up to taking all that gold? So yeah, Silver's back in the game again. He's playing people off against each other again. So yeah, that'll be another. There's so many storylines to try and jam in. We've got 3 episodes left. That's a lot, hell of a lot to try and jam in. But yeah, it's getting really, really good and really, really tense. So many different storylines though. But yeah, that was an awesome episode. And yeah, if like I said, if you're a fan of Black Sails, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. And you may notice that I've actually changed my t-shirt. And yeah, that was because it was recorded. The intro was recorded yesterday. So the magic of editing. You never knew it happened. So yeah, so until I see you next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.